If you're here, you want to learn things quickly, get right to the heart of the matter.
And today, we're tackling something pretty fundamental. What really makes the difference between, say, basic spoken English and someone who sounds, well, advanced?
Exactly. We thought a good way to show this is using the IELTS Speaking Test bands as a kind of framework.
Right. Specifically looking at sample answers for describe your favorite season of the year. We've got a Band 5 and a Band 9 example.
And our mission really is just to unpack these, make it super clear what those key differences are in practice.
Okay, so let's start with the Band 5 answer. Here's what it sounded like. My favorite season is summer. I like it because it is hot. I go to beach. I swim and eat ice cream. It is good. I don't like winter because it is cold. Summer is nice.
Okay, straight away, those oohs and ums, they really stand out, don't they?
They do. Lots of hesitation. It breaks the flow considerably. It makes it sound like, they're struggling a bit to find the language.
And the sentences themselves are very simple, very short. I go to beach. It is good.
Yeah, very basic subject, verb, object structures mostly. And notice the vocabulary too. Words like hot, good, nice.
Functional, I suppose, but not very descriptive.
Not at all. There's no real color there. And the ideas, they feel a bit disconnected, right? Like a list of simple facts rather than a developed thought.
Yeah, there's no real why beyond it is hot. It doesn't really explain the feeling.
Precisely. Now let's contrast that. Here's the Band 9 response to the same question. Without a doubt, my favorite season is summer. I love the long, sunny days that seem to lift everyone's spirits. During this time, I often visit the beach with friends, swim in the ocean, and enjoy refreshing treats like ice cream. I also appreciate the relaxed, carefree vibe that summer brings, which is a welcome break from the stress of daily life. Compared to winter, when everything feels gray and cold, summer feels vibrant and full of life. It's definitely the season that makes me happiest.
Wow. Okay, that's night and day, isn't it?
It really is. The first thing is the fluency. It just flows so much more naturally. No awkward pauses, no fillers like, oh, or
Yeah, it sounds effortless. And the language, words like lift everyone's spirits, refreshing treats, carefree vibe, vibrant, that paints a picture.
Much richer vocabulary, definitely. It conveys feeling and specific detail, not just basic information. And look at the sentence structures.
More complex, right. There are longer sentences linking ideas together, like explaining why summer has that vibe, a welcome break from the stress of daily life.
Exactly. You see subordinate clauses, comparative structures, like compared to winter, it shows a much better command of grammar.
And it all connects. The ideas flow logically from one to the next, building a complete picture of why summer is the favorite. It even contrasts it with winter, effectively.
That coherence is key at a higher level. It's not just saying things, it's organizing thoughts and expressing them smoothly. There's also that personal touch, sharing how the season makes them feel.
Right. Makes me happiest. That adds a lot.
So if we sort of boil it down, the big leaps from Band 5 to Band 9 seem to be, well, first, fluency speaking smoothly without lots of stopping and starting.
Yeah, definitely. Then vocabulary moving from basic words to a wider, more descriptive range.
Grammar plays a big part too, using more complex sentences accurately, not just simple ones.
And finally, coherence. Making sure your ideas link together logically and the whole thing flows well.
That sums it up nicely. And, while this comes from a test context, these are really just the elements of good, clear communication anywhere.
Absolutely. It makes you think, even in just everyday chats, maybe consciously using a slightly better word or taking a second to connect your thoughts more clearly.
It can make a difference. It's about making your message more engaging, more impactful, not just understood, but well felt.
So maybe a takeaway is to consider, how can I add a bit more color or connection to the way I talk about things, even simple things like my favorite season?
Yeah, think about not just what you like, but why and how it makes you feel. That richness, that's often what elevates communication.